So the big question is this: how are people like us, who didn't take on venture capital, who are spending money from our own pocket, just trying to be a laundromat entrepreneur, how do we market in a way that lets us get our services and our products and the things we believe in out to the public, and yet still remain profitable? This is the question. And in this podcast, I will answer that. My name is Victor Nichols, and welcome to the Laundromat Secrets.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a pretty good day today. I apologize, this podcast should have been posted yesterday. I had some difficulties with the video, so I had to actually re-record the video, and I'll be uploading it today for you guys. Today what I want to talk about in this podcast is what you're going to be looking for while you're walking through the store. If you watched the last podcast, it was about scouting stores. I know a lot of you guys are probably like, okay, Victor, I went out and I scouted the store, but I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't know what to write down. So that's what I want to go over today with you guys, is what you're actually looking for. There's a lot of information that you should be taking, but I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm just going to go over a few of them, the few main ones that you should be taking notes down when you're actually walking through stores. There's a couple tools that you're going to need, at least a notepad and pen. The jot stuff down, you don't really need that if you got a cell phone or a camera or a video camera, because you're going to be using that to document what you need to know. So it's very important that you have something to write down or record or something to document the laundromat with. So the very first thing is pulling up in the parking lot to the laundromat. Look at the parking lot. Is there a lot of spaces available? Count how many spaces there are, if you can. If they actually got stripes, you can kind of count how many stripes there are. Is it in a strip mall? If it's in a strip mall, who's near you? Is there a liquor store? Is there a grocery store? Is there a bar? Obviously, you don't want to be next to a bar or liquor store. You probably have some drunks and stuff in your laundromat. But it's not always a downer. What stores are in your parking lot? Is it well lit? What's the signage look like? Is there any signage at all? Is it the signage by the road, or is it above the building? Are there bars in front of the window? If there's bars on your window, that pretty much means that you're in a bad neighborhood. Doesn't always mean it's not profitable or anything like that. It just means it's more of in a rough neighborhood. As you step into the laundromat, you're going to glance around. The two main things that you want to jot down while you walk through that laundromat are the model numbers and serial numbers for the washers and dryers. So for this, you're going to walk up to the washer. You're going to open up the door. If it's a newer washer, they'll be on the front of the washer. So you'll be able to open the door, and there'll be a little sticker that says, has the model number, has the serial number on each of the washers. So you just want to kind of look through if you can tell which washers are identical. So if they got a whole bunch of 22s or a whole bunch of 40s, the model numbers should pretty much be the same. The serial number will be different, but the model numbers will be the same. Same thing for the dryers. If the dryers are new, there'll be a sticker when you open up the door on the front of the washer. The older dryers, older washers, they'll be behind the machine. So the dryers, obviously, if it's behind the machine, you're not going to be able to look at it. I keep mine locked up. Some places it might be open, but most places are going to keep it locked up because they don't want little kids or people getting back there because of all the moving parts back there. So usually that's all locked up. But if you can figure out what the make and model is, so is it a Speed Queen, is it Dexter, is it Ips, Wascomat. So there's different type of name brands out there for the machines. Sometimes for the older washers, I know the Super 20s, they're on the bottom of the base. So you just kind of look down on the base, and you can find the model number and the serial number on the bottom of it. Jot those down. This is going to help you when you go back home, because you're going to type in those model numbers, and it's going to tell you how old the machine is. So it's going to tell you, was it built back in the 80s? Was it the 90s? Or is it a brand new machine? Is it energy efficient? I apologize, you're hearing I'm at work in the parking lot, so it's outage. People are actually trying to find their cars and stuff. But you're going to jot it down in a search engine like Google or Yahoo and find out how old the machine is. Is it energy efficient? Is it not energy efficient? Can you still find parts for that machine? Next thing is, how many machines are out of order? So you're going to look at all the washers. So if they got you're going to count and say, okay, there's 20 washers. How many out of the 20 washers are actually broken? So if there's 9 washers that are busted out of 20, then you're like, okay, well, why are they busted? Do they need parts? Are they just completely old? Maybe the landlord not the landlord, the owner just kind of neglected it, or is not reinvesting back into his laundromat. Look at the dryers. How many dryers are there? How many dryers are out of service? If it's double stack dryers, that's going to count as 2. So, I mean, you can count how many spaces there are, and then you count how many are actually double stacks. And so 20 dryers, let's say 10 of them's out of service. That's a lot of dryers. That's out of service. So if you got a lot of washers, a lot of dryers, that usually means that the owner's not reinvesting back into the laundromat. They just kind of gave up on it, and you got a pretty good chance of taking over that laundromat. Look at the laundry carts. Are they rusted? Are there any laundry carts at all in the store? What's the wheels look like? Are they scattered? Is there a big old pole that goes straight up to keep them from going outside? What's the folding tables look like? Are there any folding tables at all? Or are they using countertops for folding spaces? You'd be shocked. Some laundromats won't even have any folding at all. Coin machine, is it the coin laundromat or is it a card laundromat? If it's a card, they should have 2 kiosk systems in there. Coins, some laundromats might have 1. They might have 2. Is it out of order? How old is it? Is it mounted on the wall, in the wall? Is it a floor model? So pretty much want to kind of keep notes of all this, and it's going to help you down the road figure out what you need to invest in that store. How many machines you're going to have to get. Are there parts that you can fix up the machines with? So all this is going to help you down the road when you're actually doing more research on the laundromat. So you're going to research, find out all the laundromats first. You're going to scout the stores. And then while you're scouting, you're going to take out all the notes you possibly can about this laundromat, because you're going to go back and research it again to see how much it would cost for you to fix it up. Is it worth taking over? Is it going to be profitable? Does it just need a remake over? So these are the key concepts that you're going to look for when you're taking over the laundromat. If you guys haven't already done so, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, and leave your comments. Other than that, you guys have a good day.